Om. In this video, I want to share a very simple technique to help you manifest and especially to reinforce, to take your manifestations and crystallize them even more beyond translating thought into an emotion, which ties into the last video that I just made. Now, before I do that, I want to remind you, August 28th, 2023, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern Time. YouTube live on this channel. It's a millionaire meeting. Come ready to meditate for about 20 minutes, give or take. I'm going to be guiding a live meditation that's been in a state of refinement within a pilot program I'm doing with a small group of people. This will be the very first time it's going to be revealed and released to the public. Be there for that event. Mark your calendars. Now, let's get into the video. This technique, we're going to call it imaging. So let me talk about this for a minute. Imaging is imagination. Imagine in Asian. Asian is a suffix that is the process of doing something. It is the action of doing something. So imagination is the process of imaging. Imaging is visuals. Visuals are symbols. So there's a couple phrases that come to mind. Seeing is believing, or a picture is worth 1,000 words. So a visual or an image gives definition to a memory. Let's quickly recap what is manifestation to bring this in together. Manifestation is building memory in advance. Building memory in advance. Memory is personified as identity. Identity changes, the effect changes. Observer and the observed are one and the same. How to change your memory? You translate a thought, present tense thought, into an emotion. Joy, gratitude. Joy and gratitude are really good ones to hone in on. Use your inner child. And once you do this, you are establishing that memory into your subconscious, unconscious mind. Now, using images is a powerful way to crystallize that and also reinforce it. Let me explain what I mean. In the last video, I gave you a suggested practice that you do once in the morning and once in the evening, which is holding on to a thought that you want to create. Let's say, I am healed. And you think that thought, and then you feel the joy as if that thought is real right now. You finally get the healing. It finally happened. It's that very moment of when you just realize, oh my God, I'm healed. You want to tap into that extreme emotion and stay in that space where you're acknowledging I am healed and you are feeling the joy, and the joy you are associating and the gratitude, the awe, the excitement is that the healing just happened. And spend a minute or two or a few minutes in the morning doing that. To take that to the next level is you put an image to that. That can be as simple as seeing yourself, a version of yourself, in a state of complete joy. You're smiling, you're so happy. And that in and of itself is indicative that you have realized a fulfillment. So if you're manifesting money or if it's health, you just see yourself. Maybe you see your bank balance if you're manifesting money, or you see yourself in your dream house, or it's a relationship, it's the dream person, or whatever it is. Use the imagery to develop some core memories and spend some time doing this in an extended format in the morning, even now, during the day. When I said this picture is worth 1,000 words, you can recall that symbol. And what you're doing in the extended practice in the morning and evening is you are programming that symbol. You are building meaning to that symbol, that image or images. So that when you use them out when you're not in a meditative state, you're just during the day and you see, maybe it's a picture of money or whatever image you want to program. It can be also you're programming a phrase or words like I am healed. You can write that down and see that and have that as a reminder during the day to cue you. So what's happening to me is I'm using also imagery as well when I can see a certain image, or also you can use light. I've been working with the gold light, for example. And when I see gold light, it's in between here, or I see my body as a gold body. That in and of itself automatically triggers feeling and meaning, because I've been programming that information in the morning and the evening. Use the symbols of images. Witness. Human beings are visual beings. Where dogs see with their nose, we see with our eyes. 55% of our communication between each other is body language. And the rest of it, up until like 7, so only like 7%, according to studies, is actually what we say. It's our body language and the tone, which is how we say it. All this, but the body language is 55, which is the majority. The majority of the communication is non-verbal. It is just seeing. We are very, very visual. In the Sanskrit, they have a concept called nama and rupa. Nama is name. Nama is also the intellect. It is the sound. It is the unmanifest. Rupa is the form of that name or sound. Nama, rupa. So form, visual, image. The definition, how that nama is defined, is rupa. So, making this simple, because remember, we're looking to do the simple things to create the biggest change. The 20% that creates the 80%. Start using images, program images in extended formats, and then use them during the day. Because remember, what is manifestation? Building memory in advance. And how do you measure building memory in advance? Your identity changes. How you think, how you act, how you feel, how you react. Everything about you, your preferences, has to change because you have to become the version of yourself that is behind the effect you want to create. Memory personified is identity. Identity expressed is your reality. So we want to change our identity, and the changing our identity is momentum. It is habit. It is reinforcing a memory or memories so they can grow. Imagine a seed in the ground. The more that you focus on the memory and nurture it, that seed sprouts and then it starts to grow. It penetrates the earth and it turns into a tree. Then it bears fruit and you get to enjoy the fruit. That fruit represents the desire and that satisfaction of realizing it. So summary, use images, program the images. Give that definition to what is that memory, which is a present tense thought and the emotion. Use that to reinforce your identity during the day. The more you do, the more your memory grows stronger, and the more your identity changes. Okay, don't forget, August 28th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be going through a guided practice to do all of this that I've been talking about. We're going to wrap this up, and the focus is on money. This is a very, very powerful meditation, and come prepared to meditate. I'm going to say it one more time. Come prepared to meditate. You're in a space where you can relax, no distractions. Show up in a state where you're conducive to meditate. Take a shower, put on some nice clothes, put some nice scents on, whatever you have to do. Be ready to meditate for about 20-25 minutes. We're going to do some also after that, maybe a little bit of sharing, a little bit of coaching, and then go from there. August 28th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Comments, questions, feedback, sharing, leave them underneath this video. As always, drop me a like to make this video appear in other people's news feeds if you found this video useful. As always, wishing you the best, happy manifesting. God bless.